Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be impossible and toxic relationships. Well, I've got an email here from a viewer from Brazil who tells me all about this fantastically amazing woman that he's been dating for about 9 months now. There's just a slight little problem. She happens to be in a relationship, or I should say married, for 7 years to this guy who supposedly is a jerk, and she's going to leave her husband and all this kind of stuff. And so things have kind of gone sideways at the last minute. So before I get into it, I got a quote that I wrote on this topic because I actually get a lot of emails from men and women who are involved with married people who keep saying they're going to leave their spouse, but it's just the timing's not right, or they're going to wait till the next school year when the kids get out. There's always some fucking bullshit excuse. Meanwhile, years and years just go by, and they're completely taking themselves out of the game. So the quote says, "Men and women who date married members of the opposite sex and put their personal lives on hold in hopes that they will actually leave their spouse are deluding themselves. Most of the time, they never actually leave their spouse and just string their affair partners along with just enough hope and promise of a rosy future to keep them on the hook. The reality is, if you become involved with a cheater, you are usually dealing with a selfish, weak, narcissistic, lying, and devious con artist who is incapable of real love, loyalty, commitment, and honesty. People who stay hung up on and romantically involved with unavailable married lovers really are just living out their limiting belief that they are not worthy of true love and a great relationship. It's how they avoid a real relationship and continually experience wanting love that they never get. This is usually similar to a pattern they became emotionally conditioned to expect and seek out during childhood. You should hit the eject and delete button the moment you find out a potential or new lover is still married." So I know last time I answered an email that was similar to this, there was a woman, and she'd been dating this guy, I think 5 years if I remember right. This guy's only been with her for about 9 months, but it's just interesting the thought process of what he's thinking and how he views things. And I've done videos on projecting our dating fantasies, and this guy's definitely got a fantasy, and he's ignoring the reality of this particular situation. So he says, "Hi, Coach. I am from Brazil, and your videos are amazing, and your book is teaching me how to be happier in all aspects of life. I've been dating a fantastic woman for 9 months now. Actually, she is the one I feel I want to spend the rest of my life with. We have the same values, same purposes, and chemistry is unique. Pure fire." Well, obviously you're Brazilian, she's Brazilian. I've dated Brazilian women, and a pièce de résistance, I think is how you say that. You know, the thing that's so great about Brazilian women is, if you've ever been to Brazil, there's hills everywhere, and everybody walks. And so you got these beautiful women walking up and down the street in their tight jeans and their high heels. They're working their glutes, they're working their thighs, and it's just everywhere. You go to any of the major cities, São Paulo or Rio, and I mean, it's like, I mean, you get fucking whiplash. And even if you're with a really super hot Brazilian woman, I mean, it's just hard not to. I mean, they're fucking everywhere. It's amazing. If you like beautiful, sexy, feminine women, go spend some time in Brazil. I highly recommend it. He says, the little problem is, just a little one, of course, she's married for 7 years now, but with no kids. I'm 29, and she's 32, and he is 20 years older. She says she's been unhappy for 6 years and really pissed for 3 years. Reminds me, I had a Brazilian that I dated, and I remember we were talking one time on the phone. It was the first time I heard her say this. She goes, "I'm pissed." I'm like, "What? You're pissed?" I was like, "You mean you're pissed?" Well, I loved it. And she always, the ED was never silent. She always pronounced it. Or she's, "You missed me?" Of course, baby, I missed you. Because she is his third wife, he already has 4 children and unfinished business with his ex-wife, and their goals in life are naturally not aligned. Sounds like a great toxic situation. This guy's got drama going on with his ex-wife. He's been married to her for 7 years, and you're dating, and you're like getting in the middle of this, thinking, oh, but she's the one. She's perfect. But just ignore the fact that, I mean, she's been married for 7 years. She's been unhappy for 6, supposedly. And the last 3 years, she's really pieced. Well, obviously, she ain't pieced enough to leave him. So obviously, things ain't that bad. She's just telling you what you want to hear. And that's what, because like I said, I see men and women do the same thing. They get involved with people like this. And it's like whatever bullshit they tell them, oh, it's just, it's just not the right time yet. There's always something that's getting in the way of them leaving. But the reality is they're just keeping you on the side to fulfill the needs that are not getting met in the relationship. Because quite frankly, they're just too weak to leave the relationship they're in. She even broke up with him once last year, and that was where I came in, but she eventually got back with him. Time has passed, and our feelings have grown. Always how he says, our feelings. I get emails all the time from guys who are like, she really loves me, she really cares about me, but I haven't heard from her in 2 months. She hasn't responded to any of my phone calls, but I really know she loves me. She once said that I was her best kiss, best touch, and best sex ever. Last month, she said she had decided and even made solid plans to leave. They always make solid plans to leave. Everything's always lined up. You're like, all right, we're going to move in together. It's going to be fucking great. Let's see what happened. She looked for houses, went to an attorney, gave away her dog, and made plans with me. But the last minute, last week, she didn't have the guts again, he says. So this obviously is not the first time that this has happened. Saying that she still loves him besides all of the difficulties. And that is the real truth. That's what really is going on. She can talk herself into going out and looking at houses and doing all those things to keep you on the hook while she's fucking you, but the bottom line is she ain't fucking going anywhere. And she still has hopes that it will get better. That's the reality of it. She's too weak to leave that relationship, but her needs aren't getting met, so she dates a guy that's a few years younger and not as experienced. And keep in mind, she's fucking Brazilian. And Brazilian women. I get it, dude. I get it. Pussy's good, I'm sure. It's like she's fucking hot, sexy, feminine, fucking rocks your world. She's a few years older, she's a little more experienced, gets a lot of attention from men. She, really beautiful women, they know how to manipulate guys. At this moment, I fucked up. I acted desperate and angry, pressing her, making demands, and talking to her friend around her back, trying to get answers. I know, pretty mature, huh? I mean, really, a woman like this, fuck buddy, that's it. I mean, quite frankly, if you're looking for a relationship, you shouldn't be involved with somebody like this at all. I mean, think about it. What does it say about you if you're dating somebody who's married and is cheating on their husband? That's definitely something to think about. The result? She texted, she got angry, and asked for space. 2 days later, I texted her apologizing for being unfair and immature. He apologizes for everything. Just ignore the fact that she was going to leave, supposedly, and just fucking blew you off to stay with the husband. And now you're apologizing to her. No one will ever do or say anything to you that you don't invite them to do. You're literally begging her to continue jerking you around. And this is when she realizes, this is how women like this keep going. She knows she's got you on the hook. She knows she can manipulate the shit out of you. She can play you like a fucking accordion. She can play you like a harp. She could play you like a cello. That I've learned from this that she can have all the space she needs. And when she wants to talk, she can look for me. I got no answer. The silence is deafening. Well, what does that tell you? Elvis has left the building. It has really been difficult because I always get the feeling I may lose this girl of my life. Newsflash, she never was your girl, dude. She's somebody else's wife. You're just the guy she was fucking on the side. Sorry if that hurt your feelings, but that's the fucking reality. I'm not here to blow sunshine up your ass. It's like me, my coaching, it's like, I equate, it's like, I'm like a shot of fucking Jack Daniels. I go down like really rough, but at the end of the day, give it a little bit of time, everything would be irate. You'll be feeling right as rain in a little while. I hadn't dated any other women since I fell in love with her 6 months ago, and she knows it, but now I've decided I will. You should, and you should never look back. You should never get involved with this woman again, and you should hope that she never contacts you again, because that would be doing you an immense favor. Because, fucking Brazil, dude, they're fucking everywhere. Oh, man. I mean, literally everywhere on the fucking street, there are gorgeous fucking hot women in high heels with fucking amazing butts and gorgeous legs, fucking gorgeous hair, gorgeous face, like fucking supermodels everywhere. I mean, you look, Brazilians do it better. I mean, it's like they're everywhere, dude. It's like you got this book, you get all of my videos. You should be, God, come on, man. She's just one chick and she's not available. And I won't get in touch until she does. Dude, never ever contact this woman again. She must do 100% of calling, texting, pursuing. If you really want to stay involved with this girl, I personally wouldn't have anything to do with her. That's not an honorable way to go about your life. But at the end of the day, you're an adult. You make up your own fucking mind. But if you want to continue being her fuck buddy, or her occasional fuck buddy, basically, invite her over when she reaches out. Hang out, have fun, and hook up. But don't ever call or contact her again. Let her do all of that. It's just, there's no reason to. I can't really have what I'm afraid to lose, right? Well, dude, you never had it in the first place. You're just the guy that she used to fuck. Am I on the right path, coach? As long as you keep moving and you never look back and you take advantage of all these gorgeous women that your country has, it's like, come on, man. Seriously, you can do way better. Now that you got my book in your hands, come on, man. Read it 10 to 15 times. Do yourself a favor. You deserve better than this. Come on, dude. Seriously. It's time to man the fuck up and move on with your life and have some discipline and some emotional self-control to say, hasta la vista, baby. So if you'd like to get my help personally, the quickest way is to book a paid phone, Skype, or email coaching session. You could choose any of those options by going to my website, clicking the products tab at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions for booking whichever option works best for you. And I will talk to you soon.